music in itself is healing. It's an explosive expression of humanity. It's something we all are touched by, no matter what culture we're from. Everyone loves music. Billy Joel. There were a couple different sources that I could put in this video, but what really interested me about the guitar itself were all the different types of guitars that there are. There are 3 basic types of guitars that pretty much everyone knows, which is the electric guitar, the acoustic guitar, and the bass guitar. But in reality, there are quite a few more, including the 12-string guitar and also the double-necked guitar. But again, there are quite a few more. Today, we will examine the different parts of the acoustic guitar, how to get started at a beginner's level, and some simple chords that are pretty universal for many different songs. So first, you will need your guitar. Again, this is an acoustic guitar, but before we even start playing chords, we need to know some basic parts or structures of the acoustic guitar itself. This long part right here is the fingerboard. We have 6 strings that go all the way up to the head of the guitar. These 6 knobs right here are the tuner keys, or the tuners, whatever you want to call them. They tune all 6 strings. Then down the fingerboard, we have the nut of the acoustic guitar. These squares right here, individual squares, are the necks of the guitar. And then these thick lines in between the entire fingerboard are the frets. Something else important to realize whenever you're learning how to play acoustic guitar is that they need to be tuned. The guitar itself needs to be tuned already. Standardized tuning, you do it yourself. There are quite a few different ways that you can tune a guitar. Most likely, if you have a newer guitar, a newer acoustic guitar, it will have a built-in tuner. It's this black box right here. If you're tuning it correctly, the color will turn green, and there you know that your strings are tuned correctly. They also have apps that you can use, which is pretty simple for beginners, and I like using that as well. Another thing that we need to learn before we learn some chords are all 6 of the strings' names. So, from thickest string to thinnest string, we have the E string, we have the A string, we have the D string, we have the G string, we have the B string, and we also have the E string. So, without putting your hands on the fingerboard, this is what strumming is. I do have a pick with me, so it just makes it a little smoother for me to do. You just go all the way down from thick to thin strings. So, we're going to learn 3 basic chords. The first chord is G. Sounds just like this. You're going to take your middle finger, put it on 3rd fret E string. You're going to take your pointer finger, put it on 2nd fret A string. Then we're going to take our pinky finger and put it on string E on the bottom, 3rd fret, and then we're going to take our ring finger, put it on string B, 3rd fret. Now, very important, you need to hold the strings down pretty tightly, pretty firmly to actually get the sound of a G chord. Again, that's the sound of the G. So then, very basic, very easy, we're going to go to chord C. You just move your pointer finger and your middle finger down. They stay in the same fret. Your pointer finger will now be on string D in the 2nd fret. Your middle finger will now be on the 3rd fret A string. Hold firmly, and then that's the sound of a C chord. Now we're going to go to E minor. Again, you do not switch your pointer finger, or you do switch your pointer finger. You switch it right here to the 2nd fret A string. Then you're going to take your middle finger and put it right under to the 2nd fret, and you're going to put it on your D string. And your G string is alone, has nobody touching it, and your pinky finger and your ring finger stay exactly the same in the 3rd fret. Got to hold tightly, and then there's your E minor. So, we've learned G, we've learned C, and we've learned E minor. Again, you just have to hold firmly, press firmly, so that you can actually hear the sound of the chord. today we have examined some of the parts of an acoustic guitar, the basic steps to get to learn how to start to play, and some simple chords to strum with our strumming motion with the pick. I chose the guitar because it is a pretty popular instrument in our country, not only in America, but rather everywhere that uses music to express their talents and culture on a musical level. To conclude, we've learned some basic parts, basic structures of the acoustic guitar and some 3 basic chords that'll get you pretty far in some basic songs. So, happy guitar playing!